apparently Clash of the Titans here. Both of you 2-0, and this you'll be coming off of sitting out for a couple games. You're now going back to back.
Yeah.
How
that's
much?
my concern with this one.
Is it? How much energy did you exert against Darren there?
I was able to conserve it with the jump shots. That wasn't my plan to focus on Thomas, but ended up working out that way. So I do have some energy. And Thomas had a little rest, but you know, we're both kind of jump shooters, but I think that is going to play a little bit into it. But I think it was good that I finally got my shot going. Maybe that'll translate to a better, more accuracy.
All right. Okay. Now, Thomas, the mechanic. What are your thoughts?
Name we're going with.
What are you?
Orchard Beach.
Orchard Beach.
Why
What-
is it Orchard Beach?
Orchard Beach.
Some spots are hot, some spots are cold.
Oh, okay.
What is the? Is there a game plan here? I think there was clearly a game plan against Mitch, which apparently worked.
I don't want to give away any game plan because Zack's that good. You know, I gotta keep everything to myself.
Okay.
But,
is the game plan going to start at the first point? Because that'll give it away.
No, long term I'm thinking, but Zack I think has an advantage coming off that game because he had a real hot hand there, and that could pull into the next one. But I like that I saw that right away and that I wasn't, unaware of his three-point shooting ability. So I got a little lucky there.
You could go up 3-0. You could be 3-0 right now if you take this win. You could have beaten everyone in the tourney on the first go if you take this.
It's gonna be a good game.
It would be very surprising if you did. It would be very exciting if you did. I won't say I'm rooting for you. I'm just rooting for a good game.
I'm going over the top, baby.
Over the top.
Stallone turned his hat backwards. I'm turning the jersey to orange.
Wow.
That means I'm really serious this game.
Caution. That's what he's showing me.
That's right.
All right, looking like a construction worker out there.
Do you want to go direct trap? Good to go?
We're good.
All in.
Zack rocking the all caution orange danger, if you will. Gives us a little the butt shimmy. Yeah, I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see his first couple of experiences here with Thomas. I don't think he's played him much at all, especially not in this scope. And I was very surprised at the way Thomas played defense down low. Very aggressive. So we'll see. He's got to get that, and he did. That's off camera. We got a little battle, and it goes out of bounds. Zack trying to sneak in for the steal there. For the record, I believe that's a rebound for Thomas.
Okay.
That's faked himself out. Zack first to hit the board with 2. Thomas's height very sneaky. It doesn't feel daunting, but once you try to drive and you realize there's not as much space as you thought there was, it becomes interesting. He banks that 3 in. Might be given the award for most annoying player at this point, which counts for something. There's something out there. I mean, when you're frustrated at some guy who's banking in 3s, that affects you. Zack aiming to do something about it, though. And unlike the competition, Zack is quick enough to get around to Thomas's somewhat slow handle. That's 4 for Zack, 4 to 3. So that should be interesting too, because so far no one's really been able to get a piece of Thomas's handle, which is kind of probably his weakest point. That's 5 for Thomas. Again, a lot of steps. Just a lot of steps in general. And
I just stop, but when I stop, I don't stop.
That's exactly what happens, yeah.
That's a good description. I stop, but when I step, I don't stop.
not on purpose. I just.
No, it's not on purpose.
Yeah, no, we know you're
No,
not
if it's
trying to
not
get
on
an
purpose,
advantage. Yeah, in fact, it might actually be worth even calling him out on that intro move where he kind of, before he even dribbles, once he gets the check back, he kind of pivots and then walks with it. Although
Oh, we got it on film.
we do have it on film, but you know, ipso facto. Call foul? All right. 5-4 Thomas. Zack has his hands full with the young guns. Nicely done. Six to 5 Zack. A lot of lead changes. Big swings at the dribble there. He's very aggressive. Thomas gonna get that 3 in since he's got the time. The strange D before bringing the ball back. I don't think we even allow for that. Maybe we do. Is Zack tired? Do you think he's tired?
He seemed there at the last game.
That is an air ball. Might be to Thomas's advantage. He's going for the running 10-footer. Doesn't get it. It looked good. Looked pretty. He tends to, his best looking shot is
Where's the
actually
kick
the
out?
runner.
Yeah.
He has to kick. He does the kick out, which is also good to give him some space. Did he just do that on purpose? Does that just dribble between Thomas's legs on
think he did.
purpose? There is a sense that he's toying with us a bit. Except, you got to put the points up if you want to toy.
Yeah.
And right now, we're back 8-6. I think that's 3 lead changes. Yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. Probably could have called foul on that. Probably could have called foul. Darren and Mitch gave Thomas a ribbing last night about his tendency to call fouls. That's a deuce, and we're knotted at 8. So that may have affected Thomas's interest in calling fouls. Try to prove himself a little bit, which is great. That's good. That's a gimme steal, but it's not. It didn't happen. But that really was up to the taking there. I'm not sure why Thomas missed out on that. The quickness still isn't there. He's grown into his body. He's a youngin'. He's eating his Wheaties. He may have even gotten a piece of that. Doesn't go for the 3 there, despite the space. That's a gimme. Has the stats. 10-8 Thomas. That could be 13. It's an air ball. It's been very interesting to watch these games. These 2 games with Zack. He's definitely looking slower out there. But putting on the Ritz, regardless, still making enough of a hustle to get what he needs to get done. That's a settling there, that's for sure, though.
The knee.
That's
Extended knee on the
again with
shot.
the knee. He has a pretty shot. It doesn't seem like it would be pretty, and it doesn't make any sense. But some things you just don't want to question. 12-8 Thomas. I don't know what to make of this. If I had to guess, I would say Zack is just gearing up for the second half. Conserving energy and testing the waters a little bit. That's going to be an air ball on Zack, and I kicked it. This is the first back-to-back that we've had. And Zack has been is brave in those waters. But for the record, so far in the 2 games Zack has played, no one surpassed 15. So Thomas well on his way here. Gets the board. Wow. 14-8 on the verge of halftime with the challenger ahead. I'd probably say the only time I've seen Zack lack hustle is when he was in the olden days when he was frustrated and just kind of gave up psychologically, not so much physically. Although certainly in the last one of the last times that we all played together, he didn't seem like he gave up, but he did certainly let enough contention in to give up some points and lose. That was an air ball? Foul. We got a foul.
Hey! Hi.
1 for 9.
You think this is going to be the winner, man?
Zack hits double digits. We're 14-10. Thomas really should make better use of his wingspan and just get bigger. He needs to get a little lower and move those hands out in the standard fashion. Except now he has to focus on getting that ball back. That should be the real focus because it's 14-13 Zack. And he's about to turn this one back around in his favor.
That's good.
That's an air ball. That's an air ball? No? Zack's making sure. Wow. Okay, that's
Come on.
he really settled, but then again, he's made his past couple, so maybe he's feeling a groove. So we've got Zack coming back out on top for the half, 15-14. This is a nail biter, folks. Yeah? Okay.
I guess so.
All right. So let's hear it. I'm not going to say speechless, but because I'm not, the points have been fairly come along in this kind of a subtle fashion on his standpoint, from his standpoint, but still, you're only up one, and you had to come back to even to get to that point. So
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
yeah, I mean, you did take the first back-to-back here, so you're setting the pace for everybody.
Yeah. It really just depends if the shot's falling and I can not take stupid, lazy shots.
Yes, which you did.
Those are the two factors, I think.
Was that last one laziness, or was that you feeling it?
It wasn't laziness. It was I just got caught up and I was
Okay.
able to. It wasn't luck either. I mean, I was able to get good form on it.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. Cool. Best of luck.
I played the first back-to-back.
What's that?
I played the first back-to-back.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good. What do you think about this? I mean, I wasn't feeling the excitement and the confidence so much in the pregame, but here you are, 1 point away from being tied for contending for going 3-0 and being really the man to beat in the tourney.
Well, he's making a lot of tough shots, and I think if I could, keep making his shots tough, that I have a good chance of beating him. But he's really good. He's got a lot of skill, and it's going to be a tough game. I'm already drained, but I'm sure he is too. So it's going to be fun. Should
All
be
right.
a fun one.
Let's see it.
Good to go?
We're ready. Yeah, Zack mentioned at half. He's got what it takes. But Thomas is making him settle a bit for some short jumpers, which he needs to make. He needs to take advantage of. I'm assuming Zack has the advantage on the boards there as he scores again and makes it 17-14. Does seem like he's out hustling him on the boards, which hopefully ought to be the stat that Thomas is always winning if he's going to be contending for the title. Nice energy in the legs, you can see. Picks that one up. Nice hustle. He's going to take that. He's going to take that. No dice. Thomas lets it go out. 17-14 on the reset. Zack. Wow. Makes mincemeat out of that dribble. And almost does it again. No. Thomas basically blocks it with the leg. Interesting. That is such a carry. I mean, you gotta, but you know, you gotta give him leeway because he does have the least experience. I mean, he's come really a long way, surprisingly, frighteningly. I mean, a couple of years back, he would have nothing to do with basketball, at least not playing. No interest, and now clearly formidable foe. Takes the freebie. Opts not to pick it up down there despite being already in the post, which he hasn't had a whole lot of opportunity to get down into. So that is interesting. That is a long tray that hit nothing. And Thomas takes advantage of it. And we're back to a 1-point game. It's 17-16 Zack. The sun has also started to beat down. No hustle whatsoever on Zack's part there. He just dropped the ball. Thomas takes over, 18-17. Keep your eyes on this one, folks. Bit anticlimactic, but Thomas, it's a 6-0 run.
Stopping on a down.
Because you got 20-17. Almost now in a position where he's maybe kind of just an embarrassment of riches. I mean, what he's made some threes. He's gotten into the post. Maybe not sure what to do. Zack's just not trying, which is a rare position for him to be in. Thomas on the 8-0 run, 22-17. Tries to capitalize. This is getting close, Darren. 22 is awfully close to winning it. And it's the most Zack has given up. That's gotta be a foul. Foul on that, or?
Yeah. No?
It's on you. That's it.
Pop up, I can end it.
Zack in a very gentlemanly way, giving Thomas the benefit of the doubt, despite the fact that he's now got 24 points and is on a 10-0 run. So maybe the. Oh my.
Lost control there.
And I'm curious because this was the same position that I was in, where there's a level of confidence that you think you know, it's Thomas. So you feel like I'll get the dribble out of him, I'll out hustle him, I'll shoot him, and I'll take care of it. But he's at 24, so that's got to happen sooner than later. The danger of being lulled to sleep by his tasty, slow, supple movements, slow hand. That's big though. That puts Zack at 20. We got 24-20 Thomas. Sun's beating down, I think. I have an umbrella, so I'm not worried about it, but it appears, if my right knee is correct, that it is beating down here. And that's not helping anybody. Curious about the level of frustration in Zack's head right now. He's down. He's getting down to the wire. Shots aren't falling. You know, also might be thinking he's got a game to give. That's 26. And that was a nice spin, I gotta say. What do you think?
Nice spin.
He does it again. He's not really a jumper down there, which is a shame because he's awful close to that rim as it is, and he could really make those shots a lot easier on himself. But then again, it's tough out here with the heat. That's an air ball from Zack, so he's clearly tired. You can hear him exclaim that in his back-to-back, he may be having some trouble, maybe at the end of the tank. Doesn't opt to do that up, and that's a problem because that puts Thomas at game point. game point for the young buck. Is he going to offer the unnecessary 3? He does, and he airballs it. Maybe you should have taken a moment to think about that, considering you don't want to give the ball back to someone who's so hard to defend. 28-20, win by 2. Zack's got to pull off more or less a 10-0 run, which is what Thomas just did. Calls a foul.
Bad body down there.
Yep, well, you called it. A little more aggressive on D now, which actually looks like it's maybe working against him, interestingly.
I wasn't trying to fight.
Putting the hand up. For having not much experience, I will give him credit for being, I'd say the right level of aggression down there. It pisses you off a little bit. It feels like it could be a foul, and it's probably not most of the time. And that's exactly what you want to be doing down there. You want to feel like you're getting roughed up a bit, but not enough that you're able to actually call the foul. Well, you don't want that, but that's how you want to play defense. That's probably a foul. That's an interesting way to end that game, because that is the end, my friends. And Thomas has won 30-20. I did not expect that. You doubted me. That's okay, because I doubted me too. But you, sir, have beaten everyone in the tournament on the first try, and you are now sitting pretty at 3-0. How does it feel? Well, I don't really care so much about this game yet. I'll ask you about that, but how does it feel?
No, just trying to keep my confidence up. Played some good games, but I know at any point they could come back and make it tough for me. So I just want to take it game by game, and hopefully I could play well, have a good tournament.
All right. Well done, sir. Congratulations. Do you have any specific thoughts on that game as far as playing Zack? I mean, at what point did it turn from? Because I can imagine it's through most of that game you're just thinking, hey, this is great that I'm hanging around. At what point did it turn into, I think I got this. I'm going to bring this home.
Right. Well, the first quarter is really, I'm just hanging around. That's great. I can't believe I have the lead at one point, you know. But as I said, he was making a lot of tough mid-range jumpers. So I just wanted to keep him in that area because I knew you can't make those forever. But he played a great game, and once the second quarter started and I got into a little bit of a rhythm, I figured I might be able to take this. It was a good game, a lot of fun.
Excellent. Congratulations, sir. 3-0. You know what I'm talking about now?
Yeah, I think not having timeouts hurt me on that game.
Certainly, yeah.
Yeah, I was running on E.
As I said, I have rarely seen you physically kind of giving up. See, you know, olden days psychologically giving up, but not too often physically giving up. But yeah, that was clear.
I had nothing left. Yeah, I was just launching threes, bad shots, and he was backing me down too. I mean, he was getting it in the post, and that was hurting me.
He's surprisingly aggressive down there.
Yeah, he throws the body around, and he's knocking me around when I drive down there too. So that was kind of deterring me. Yep. Also. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he played a good game. He earned it for sure.
Yeah. So you're 2-1. You gotta actually battle maybe a little harder than you thought you needed to.
Yeah. So hopefully, maybe he took it personal that I ranked him last. But
that's possible.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully someone else can get a victory over him, and we can even out.
Yeah, hopefully.